Yo, what's up, guys? There were some animals outside and I don't know what they were doing. Some weird noises. Who is Ye? Kanye West. You see what he's been doing again? Sound is low. I think now the sound is pretty normal for me. This is normally how my sound is. CBS. Yeah, well, they released Kamala's full interview. They had to release the entire thing. You know, it's funny, even in the full interview, it wasn't even 60 minutes long, it was 53. It's like they released the entire thing and it's not even 60 minutes. Because obviously they're going to edit it. You just knew the Groypers were going to be all over Trump. Yeah, but dude, obviously that was a really bad look by Trump. There's no denying. But dude, I think it's mainstream now. People know Israel has serious influence in the U.S. government. I mean, I saw like Cenk Uygur admit it. Like, I think that shit's getting pretty mainstream, honestly, dude. And you see how Trump interacts with them. The illegals were herding local animals outside my house. I don't know what was going on there. That was like a coyote pack or something. That's a little bit early for that. That was a weird situation. I turned my stream on. It was on a loading screen. I went downstairs. I heard some just noise. Juan, what's up, man? Another plane crash in Alaska. I don't think that was a plane crash, was it? I think they lost track of the flight and then they found it. It was a really small plane. Trump is pushing to revoke 60 minutes as news. Well, Elon said he was going to change it to 69 minutes or whatever. I think. First post, really enjoy your content. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. He pulled out. I know. Well, he also just simped for him in general. The entire thing was really good for Israel if that ends up happening. I can't see the United States taking control of the Strip, but obviously a lot of people think Netanyahu it was like labeled a war criminal, and to have him in like that, so she was talking about raising taxes in that 60-minute interview. Yeah, but I mean, it's the Democrats. The Democrats are going to really, if the Democrats were smart, they would be able to leverage the whole tax thing against Trump, because if there was a weak point for Trump, he is a multi-billionaire and they lie because they say, oh, he only gives tax cuts to the rich. Well, no, he gives tax cuts to everyone. But they could leverage that and say, we're going to give the middle class even more tax cuts, and but they don't do that. Like, they have no communication, because they could leverage the fact that Trump was really rich against him, but they don't do that. And a lot of it is they're also funded by multi-billionaires as well. What did Kanye do? Well, Kanye, I guess, found the password to his X account and started tweeting out that he's a Nazi and some other stuff. It's got to be just like an attention thing, honestly. The plane actually crashed. Did it seriously? Look at this. If Kanye launches a coin, dude, I'm getting so sick and tired of this. I don't even know. You might have to, like, with crypto, it's like, it's so annoying to see this stuff. Kanye can launch a coin on base. Watch. You really hope they lose broadcasting licenses? Well, because they edited that interview. Yeah, I mean, they certainly it's manipulation. There's no doubt about it, and they shouldn't be doing that. But they were probably. I mean, all we're seeing all these news organizations funded by the government to spin certain. I mean, it is crazy. Imagine if Elon's actually able to expose that our taxpayer money was used for Democrat purposes to help Democrats win elections. Like, that's what it is, because it's all propaganda. If you're funding Politico and they're a liberal. I mean, it's horrible. Why doesn't Kanye have a caretaker, whatever, like Britney Spears did? He obviously cannot take care of himself, needs medication. Well, I think he just wants attention. To me, this is attention seeking behavior when he does this type of stuff. It's just for attention. And obviously, I don't know, he was on some stuff, it messed him up. Are Bernie and the squad sheepdogs for Democrat Party? Um, I mean, I get. What do you mean, Bernie? They love Bernie Sanders, dude. Bernie Sanders is like a cult following within the Democratic Party. Like all the people online, leftist, they love Bernie Sanders. But he's too old at this point, so he can't run. So it's like, but liberals so want to get behind someone that's not establishment. They do, but I don't know. It's going to be a power struggle with them, with the establishment still in control. Do you think the Olympic Committee will agree to Trump's male-female executive order for the LA Games? Oh, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I mean, there was a situation in the Olympics where it happened. I can't believe that's even allowed in the Olympics. I mean, the Olympics of all places, it's such an obvious thing, too, when it comes to, even if you do get on something that makes you more female or whatever, like estrogen, you still already have a built-in advantage being born a male. And every scientist would have to admit that. This is not a novel concept. The liberals basically try and say, well, it's only 10 of them, so they try and downplay the effect it has on women's sports because they say it's so few of them in terms of transitioning. But the Olympics for sure should say, no, this is not fair to women. You cannot have a biological male competing because there's so much in terms of bone structure, bone density, reaction time. Everything is just enhanced when you're a male, and even if you do take something to try and become more feminine, you're still going to have built-in advantages. But this is known. I mean, 98% of billionaires were for Democrats. Oh, they control all the money. They I don't understand. Whenever they talk about money, it makes no sense. They always outspend Republicans times 5. Now, I would admit to Democrats, be like, all right, you guys have a point about billionaires, everything like that. If Republicans constantly had this huge advantage in terms of ad dollars spent, but it's just not the case. It's the opposite, actually. So it's like you guys are schooling us saying all we care about is billionaires and we simp for them. Why are all the billionaires on the Democrat team? Why are the Democrats outspending Republicans every single election, every midterm, every general election, most of the special elections as well, and off years? I mean, they constantly outspend Republicans, and then it's like they get to have their cake and eat it too by saying Republicans they love billionaires and they simp for them. Well, why do you get why do you get way more money? If we're up to Democrats, Republicans should for sure be funded better than Dems. If we're the ones that give all these tax breaks and stuff, it just doesn't make any sense. These Trump picks need to be confirmed already. Democrats are so salty. Yeah, well, with Trump, it's like level 11. It can never be enough to try and hamper his administration. Whatever they can do, delay it, call for an appeal, whatever it is, they're just gonna do it. It's always they just hate Trump so much. It's a religion to hate him. It's a religion to try and ruin his administration. Everything has to be taken. They have to. It's gonna be impeachments. It's gonna be everything. It's just they're so deranged, and it's so they're so far gone. And him winning, especially after what they deemed was like a horrible domestic terrorist event with January 6th. The poor boxing lady got decked by the Hishi. Well, did you see the worst part of that entire thing? Liberals came out and said, no, they're not trans, but it turns out they were. So they like doubled down on being wrong. If you looked it up, it's like, well, no, I don't know, something about like the birth certificate or something. But no, that's what it was, a transgender boxer. And that, I mean, at the Olympics, that's horrible. You should really do a video on the World Trade Center worker that predicted the attacks and died helping people get out of the building. Weird story. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting story. I'm going to have to look that up. Trump is doing a ton of stuff the Bernie people wanted. They can't cope with it. Yeah, but they would never admit to, Trump doing anything good like that. Um, yeah, I mean, in terms of, there are some overlaps between the working class with certain conservatives wanting Americans to be put first, and same thing with the Bernie Sanders crowd. But do you still eat scrambled eggs with the seasoning? Oh yeah, that seasoning. I haven't had scrambled eggs in a while. I do like scrambled eggs. Turbo. Yeah, I know of Turbo. I mean, it's a normie. It's an army meme coin. Sure, I know Turbo. What can we do about Israel? Well, Israel requires, really, and it's already, the groundwork has already happened on the Israel stuff. This is the cope on Israel that Republicans are saying. They're saying, well, if Trump can get rid of the Palestinian areas and relocate them, Israel will not need as much U.S. Money, and then we could fully get out of the Middle East because we wouldn't have to defend Israel because they wouldn't have an issue with it. Um, but I mean, with Israel, the problem is the Boomer generation, even the generation after them, they think it's Holy Land. The United States has an obligation to defend it. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know about they're our greatest ally, which, I mean, that phrase in and of itself doesn't make any sense. For the United States to have an ally that we would consider our greatest ally, they would have to be economically near our level to where they give us resources, we give them resources, and we leverage both of our military powers. With Israel, it's 100 to 1 in terms of we're just giving them shit. So that's just pure gaslighting when they say that. It just does not make sense. It's not possible for us to be there. Yeah, they love us, but there's no way they can be our greatest ally. I mean, the Middle East, you want to talk about, the Middle East has been a shit show since forever. With or without Israel, it's going to be shit. It's better the United States not be involved in it as much as possible, but there's too many, just everyone within Congress is just, they're controlled to a degree, at least when it comes to the Middle East. Going to become a trillionaire betting the first trans WNBA player. I think Elon Musk is going to become a trillionaire. I mean, probably pretty well. What is Elon at? 400? Is Elon at 400 billion right now? I feel like he's at, I feel like Elon's at a lot. 406 billion. Yeah, Elon's going to be the first trillionaire. I'm sure he really wants to be too. That's something I guarantee you Elon wants. He's 4/10 of the way there. When is AOC being deported? I saw AOC. Dude, these people just never learn. Like, what is AOC even talking about here? Like, look at this. AOC calls her followers to resist and create friction within the system. This is not a popular talking point among American people. The vast majority of American people want these people gone. They want them out of the country. So her saying this is just, this is not popular. You should do a video on the South Africa issues. Not many people know what's going on. Well, I think a decent amount of people know that white people are being targeted. White people are the vast minority in South Africa. And based off of the history there, they have a lot of land. A lot of them are farmers, and they're just getting viciously targeted, racial profiling by blacks because blacks have the majority, and it's really bad. And Trump, I know, is coming out and saying things about it, and I think they're putting some type of sanctions on South Africa, and I would imagine hopefully other countries do the same. And because the United States is just so powerful, other countries are going to follow. And yeah, I mean, I think a lot of stuff's probably going to get exposed about that. Is Fartcoin a good buy at 42 cents? I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff that's good right now, man. Just because everything's so down. Like, it is the last capitulation. I mean, you could tell because there's so many indicators, I think. But I mean, fart coin. But dude, you could. I would probably say SPX even over fart coin. Fart coin will go back up though. I don't even think I have CoinGecko up. Yeah, but fart coin's back under 500 mil. Yeah, I mean that's it reached around 2.5 billion, $2.50 basically is what it reached. How different would things be right now if Kamala beat Trump and was elected? I mean, everything would be different. There's no doubt about it, everything would be different. It's just, I guess it would be the same as. I think Kamala would just be an extension of the Biden administration. I'm not. You know what? I can't even remember the initiatives that Kamala was going to push. I don't even remember the initiatives because it was just such a similar thing to the Biden administration. I mean, she's the VP, so how could it not be similar? But I mean, their border thing that they were trying to do was so horrible because they weren't going to deport anyone. They were going to give everyone amnesty and try and then control the border after that, which makes no sense. You can't let all these people in and then just don't do anything about them. They might have said, "Oh, we'll compromise and we'll try and deport the extreme criminals," but I mean, how many people are you really going to deport? Like 1,000 total? What do you think of Bitmeme? I never heard of that, man. Dude, my thing is so slow right now. This is not. Wow, you're right. It's having a hell of a day. It's relatively new. I mean, that's pretty bullish, man. 1.4 million. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Looks like an AI logo. I can tell it's an AI logo. This you don't want to have an AI logo. You can tell. I can tell from here because just by the way the. But there's an interesting coin. I think it's called the meme coin index. I kind of like it. I like the idea of it. It's like the top 10 meme coins, and then it's an index. So you all you invest into it, and then it's like 10% of each of the top 10 coins. It's kind of funny. But then there's a meme coin for the actual index itself. Near half a trillion. Yeah. An unknown trillionaire does. Well, I'm sure there are trillionaires. They always talk about it in people in the Middle East. Elon definitely sold his soul to the devil. Dude has too much money and power. Well, it is pretty crazy how Elon was able to generate political power within 10 months. Not even. I mean, when did he start? Really, 6 months. Because when did he start supporting Trump in during the summer after the assassination attempt? So he's just generate. Now he's in the White House. I mean, that's pretty crazy, honestly. What do you think about Trump wanting to go to Israel? Is that something new that came up where Trump's saying he's going to go to Israel? Yeah, the Trump with Trump. Trump is. It is what it is with the Israel stuff. It's not going to be good, you know. But I mean, that's just how our government is structured. I don't know. What should I buy for dinner? Oh, I don't know, man. That's What do you mean? You got Uber Eats or something? You should buy some wings. Buy some pizza. His name was Rick Rascorla. He saved so many people. Absolutely love your Twin Towers videos. Well, that's a good idea because there's a lot of stories I probably haven't done. Individual stories. I mean, you can do the bigger stories. I've got a video that I'm working on that's going to be about weird occurrences. Like there was a security shutdown that happened right before September 11th. Not saying it means anything, but just some interesting weird stuff that happened before September, like days before September 11th within the Twin Towers. Turbo and Fartcoin dropped. I mean, there's a lot of shit that dropped to prices I didn't think it was going to go to. Have you seen Pep? Oh, this thing? You're saying it's 4 million or 40? There's probably a lot of these type of coins, man. I mean, this is just a Pepe variant. Some people don't know. It's Kanye West. Yay West. Musk is the Einstein of our times. Let's use that brain power. Well, I mean, Musk is very smart, but I think Musk more so is it's very easy to generate revenue, as an overseer. Like you can't say, well, just because he's worth four. I mean, obviously he's extremely smart. I'm not like a liberal saying he's stupid, because liberals will say he's stupid. But that doesn't mean he's got like a 200 IQ because of his net worth. But he is very smart. You would put $100 on my coin. Yeah, go ahead, buy it, man. My liberal friend just texted me, thinks Oklahoma is in play. Yeah, I tweeted that out as a troll. My liberal friend thinks Wyoming is possibly a swing state in 28. Trump really rug pulled his supporters. Well, it's kind of more complicated than that, because technically his coin is a joke. There's no doubt. His coin is a mess. I really can't defend it, honestly. There's just no way. There's no way I can defend it. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Where is the Kanye? 33% chance. You know he's gonna, dude. This is the type of dude to 100% launch a coin. Like, I can pretty much guarantee you he's gonna launch a coin. You just know it's gonna happen. This dude loves attention. It's gonna generate a fuck ton of money. His plans and ideas are good, but do you think history will allow a fallen empire to get back up, or is it a dead cat bounce? Well, I think it depends on where you think the United States is. We're relatively still very young, looking at other empires, if you want to call the US. I mean, I guess, yeah. In modern, we don't really. I guess in like in older in medieval times or older times, we would be considered an American empire, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I think our country's still relatively young. Vivek running for governor of Ohio, announcement pending. Yeah, I mean, I would certainly vote for him over a Democrat. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, Melania coin got destroyed. Melania coin destroyed the market, man. Melania wrecked us all, and that coin just like destroyed both Solana and Ethereum in general. Solana, you couldn't even do a transaction. I didn't get a notification. Yeah, that happens a lot with live streams. You won't get notifications, unfortunately. YouTube really should try and do a better job with live stream notifications, because they're more important than video notifications, because live stream kind of requires people to watch it. Can you check Diddy? Really, dude? I don't even think there is a Diddy. At least even on C. Yeah, there's not. Wanted to touch on upon a topic you talked about the boxer. Heard she's not trans, but she took plenty of estrogen, which she still cheated. Yeah, that's wait. That might be what it. Wait. So was she born a female? That's why it was confusing. But I don't know. I know I thought it would turn out no, she was trans. Viva got yeah. I know the Vivek stuff. I mean, people always talk about that though. It's like, look, I know what Vivek said was not good. I get it. Do you still personally like Vivek after what he said? Seems like you despise him a little. Well, I think his little schnick kind of got exposed. That's the problem. It seems like he's I understand education's very important and everything like that for a country. I don't know, man. Some of the stuff he said was just not good. I feel like I'm a little bit. I mean, some people are like he's dead to some people just hate him now because it's like this now. It's racial and stuff, and so it gets personal when that happens. You see Kanye's tweets, yeah, dude. The one Kanye tweet was so hilarious, just because like the no context of it. What is this, dude? Oh man, this dude's like scheduling tweets or something. How do you put them all like? Yeah, there was a coin made after that. This dude just comes out and just. Oh, I think the one tweet got deleted. Maybe. Wait, what did Vivek say? I need a recap. Oh, this was the H-1B thing. I don't know if you saw his really long tweet about U.S. basically American culture, and he basically called white Americans lazy. That's what it was, and he kind of admitted it. He tried to do a podcast tour after it, and he was doing that Andrew Schultz flagrant podcast, and he admitted it, but then he really didn't do well on the podcast. It seemed like he kind of doubled down, honestly. What he said wasn't even accurate because his points were flawed since everyone wants to come here and no, I agree with you. I think what he said was I understand the premise of it. I mean, but to be honest, when it comes to the idea of the parents not raising their kids in an academic way, it's like to me he couldn't even articulate. He was like, "Well, it happened in the '90s." Like, what? What is the data? I don't know. I mean, I guess the test scores have been going down and stuff like that. But even the points he was making were kind of like you understand the oh we got to be better, China's beating us and all this shit that they always say, but it's I don't know, it was not a very good point, and then he really poorly executed in terms of the way he would say the point. He got kicked out of the Grammys. Yeah, his wife was basically naked. I mean, the dude's just unstable. His wife goes to the Grammys, but those people are all weirdos. Like, he got a house on his head or whatever. It's I hate the flagrant podcast. Those guys are obnoxious and have like 10 people talking at the same time. Yeah, when you've got like four people on a podcast, it's odd. And then like the two guys aren't even involved most of the time in terms of talking. They've got like a guest and then four guys. And Schultz tries to be the ringleader. And now all these podcasters are trying to get into politics because of Trump. Like Trump has shifted the culture in terms of politics to where people want to hear everyone talk about politics. Have you noticed all these podcasters starting to talk about politics now? Or I guess they've been talking about it, but bro, this one kid in the chat, he's got to be like 16, I swear. Like you just tell. How am I? I'm doing well, man. They didn't get kicked out. That was debunked. They decided to leave. Well, I mean, when you're nude, it's you kind of gotta go. I don't know. Kanye went super full Nazi grade 3. Well, I mean, he does this like every 6 months. He'll tweet this stuff out. Which would you rather have, World War III or Chiefs and Taylor winning another Super Bowl? I am getting sick of the Chiefs, man. I mean, everyone is getting tired of it. But the Chiefs aren't even that. They're not even that great. I mean, they're not dominant. They win all these close, low-scoring games. It's not even fun to watch. There's not even an aura of dominance to them anymore. Is Trump still close with Kanye? No, I don't think he was ever close with him. I know he had a dinner with him and stuff, but I don't. No, he was never close with Kanye. Hollywood celebrities are on a different planet. Yeah, they're just it's very detached. Thoughts on the Yay stuff? Just got here. Well, he does this every like 6 months. I think he just wants attention, honestly. Trump banning paper straws. Yeah, they were always. I believe they were already shifting back to paper. Honestly, like I heard that. Honest, maybe like 2 years ago, they were shifting back to paper mainly. I didn't see very many plastic straws. I mean, some of the plastic straws, like I don't know if you guys have had this phenomenon happen to you. I barely have had plastic straws, but maybe at a restaurant and like the plastic will like or the paper, excuse me. I barely had paper straws, but the paper will like it'll dissolve and then you'll like start drinking little fragments of the paper because it's wet and then it gets damp. It's disgusting. You thought Mahomes was MAGA? Well, he doesn't really talk about politics. His wife is MAGA. Elizabeth Warren hacked him. Imagine if some crypto person hacked Elizabeth Warren and launched a coin. Come with how much she hates crypto. Dude, honestly, like this is so bad in terms of these celebrities because like I think a governor, a senator got hacked like legit and launched a coin that was USA coin or whatever. Does anyone remember Kanye was talking about running for president? Well, didn't he? Wasn't he on the ballot in 2020? I don't know what happened to him in 2024. I thought he was on the ballot in 2020, and he got like a cert, like random people just vote for him because he's a celebrity. The Gaza plan is fucked, and we all know they're only handing it over to cover up the fact that it's going to be in Israeli territory. Oh, of course. What about all those people saying, "Oh, this is for," they're like, "Well, Trump's doing this and Israel didn't like it." Israel loves this. It's an extension of the United States. If that's There's nothing more than Israel wouldn't love than the United States clearing out that entire area, and then it's a United States zone. It's an Israeli zone. Just call it what it is. I mean, that's what it becomes. Torres, what's up, man? Who are you rooting for tomorrow? You mean on Sunday? I know. I'll be probably root for just probably the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles kind of have a fun team with Saquon. How does Chuck Schumer keep getting elected? I don't expect a Republican to win New York. Well, I don't know, man. Republicans, especially in terms of the state races, are they're making some headway in terms of getting those races close. It'll be New York will be interesting in 2026. 2028 presidential, it's still a ways away. It's just you cut it to like 11 or 12. I don't know what the margin was, like 12. They might be able to cut to like 7 maybe in 28, but it depends on a lot of stuff. Will we ever see a younger political class age limits, term limits? Yeah, well, that would require like a complete overhaul, honestly, because the people in are not going to want the term limits at all. So, I mean, I do think Democrats are going to go younger, but how much younger are they really going to go? Like 60s? Maybe like somebody who's like 55, 60. The Democrats are going to go to younger in 28. And I guess Vance will be very young as well. So, and as long as it's Vance, I mean, we don't know for sure, but do you think Trump can deal with Iran? Well, I mean, we saw what Trump said about Iran. Yeah, they're threatening him. I don't know. The whole thing's weird. Why would Iran do anything to Trump? They would destroy their own country. It doesn't make sense. I'm hoping there's no interaction with Trump and Iran. Still can't gift memberships. Yeah, that's probably my fault. I don't know. I don't know about the memberships. Gifting memberships. Yeah, because I never had anyone gift. I probably have to turn on the setting or something. Superior compared to who? Um, could you remind me what I was talking about, honestly, man? Do an all nighter. We won't rest. You won't rest. Come on, man. You tell me to do an all nighter, I'm gonna destroy my sleep schedule. I gotta do videos tomorrow. We be getting, I've been getting crushed with crypto. Someone gift you a membership. Apparently, you cannot give memberships because I gotta turn it on or some shit. The potential Trump tariffs are unfortunately helping the Canada Liberal Party, gone from plus 1900 to plus 300. Well, listen, I understand what you're saying, and I have seen polls on that. But if Canada wants to go liberal again, that's their own fault. I mean, they keep voting for this shit. It's their own citizens' fault. We can't help them. It's like, oh yeah, Trump's gonna turn them liberal. I mean, no, it's just their citizens. They're all fucking liberal in that country. What do you want? They're liberal, and they keep they're just their country's gonna be 50% Indian by 2040. I mean, it's like, and they just keep voting for it. Like, these people are just I think they did say they were gonna pause immigration. That's what Trudeau said, because Trudeau's got like a 20% approval rating. He's like, we're gonna. This is how crazy it is. Imagine the Liberal Party wins after Trudeau had 20% approval rating. So the Liberal Party, which is headed by Trudeau, has a 20% approval rating, and then they win basically re-election. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they will, but what time do you go to bed? I've been going to bed earlier, about 1 a.m. I was going to bed like 2:33, and now I got up to about 1 a.m. So yeah, it's like 1:31. How are the deportations going? They're going pretty slow. Almost time to start buying again. I mean, I would buy for sure. It's pretty low right now. But you might be able to get it a bit lower. Canada is hopeless. Yeah, I mean, Canada is what it is. I mean, as long as at least they're not, it's not as bad as Mexico. He only made that announcement because of his horrible approval rating. Yeah, look at Starmer's announcement for the UK. He's like, we're pausing immigration. It's a little bit late for that. The country's like, they're constructing, like, the United Kingdom is you constructing the world's biggest mosque, and he's like, oh, we're pausing immigration. Well, it's a bit late now. Canada already has massive tariffs on U.S. stuff. I know. I saw people started talking about that to defend Trump, because the Canadians, they started acting like they were being invaded and it was horrible. And you think it's the Kamala situation? I know, but liberals in general are there's a lot more liberals in Canada than the United States proportionally, so that's why I could still see. But yeah, I would still say the conservatives win anyways. Have you seen any immigration protests in Ohio? Not in my city. There's not going to be any. Is YouTube your full time job? Yeah, and investments, but yeah, mainly. Kanye hacked or no? Absolutely not. No, that's he tweets that a lot. Well, not a lot, but every once a year he'll tweet stuff like that. 200 people protested at the Ohio State House in Columbus, Ohio. Well, yeah, they said they were going to do like a. What are they even protest? I don't know what they're protesting. Somebody please explain to me what they're protesting. They're protesting Elon Musk trying to eliminate government waste. Or like, is it overreach? Is that what is like? Oh, he shouldn't have access to see all of our, you know, money laundering. See, that's mainly it. Democrats are like, well, he's gonna expose our money laundering, so let's not allow him, and let's tell all of our dumbass supporters to go out and protest. Like, I don't even know what they're protesting. Elon Musk should not be able to see all. Well, yeah, that's how he's gonna stop the government waste. He has to see it. What do you? How do you? There's no other way to do it. I'm gonna have to get new contacts tomorrow. Put new contacts. I got monthly contacts. This is the second day this happened where I can't. It's blurry. Kanye is just too based for most. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like that from, and you know, there's a segment, but it's like, dude, even if you are like, you know, you like that type of stuff, isn't it just doesn't just come off as like uneducated trash? I mean, it just seems like, I don't know, maybe even bad for your movement. Is Tom Brady still into crypto? I don't think Tom Brady was ever into crypto. I don't remember Tom. Maybe he did a commercial for it. They're worried about 10K U.S. aid jobs for some reason. Yeah, you're right. They were just always going to protest no matter what. Do you think Trump likes Musk being the punching bag for the media instead of him? Well, they're both going to get it. I mean, I guess it does take some heat off Trump. There's no doubt about it. So I would imagine Trump would probably like that. We'll see how his approval rating ends up, you know, with the Musk dynamic now. But they're both getting just liberals just cannot. It's both of them now. Now there's Elon derangement syndrome for sure. Musk is taking a lot of criticism. Yeah. It's ironic that Mexican Americans and African Americans support Nazism. Well, you understand why you'll see a lot of people like that in that movement, because you get a movement like that and minorities they're used to always being blamed for things. So obviously with something like that movement, you know, we know who they blame, and so they can kind of latch onto that. And that's why you'll get a lot of that. I'm sorry, you know, you got to be vague. Seems like liberals hate Elon more than Trump. Well, I mean, it's I just moved my chair up. I don't know. They hate both of them. It's just it's like which one today is in the news and that we can criticize. Which is good for Trump. You're right, it is good for Trump. Tom Brady worked with Sam Bankman and got sued and lost 20 million. It was probably like some type of influencer deal with FTX. I would assume that's probably what it was. You wore Occupy Mars shirt at your gym and got stares, really? Probably in a liberal city then. Seems like a pretty tame shirt. You remember when Elon was Reddit's hero, now they want to kill him? Well, Reddit is just totally unhinged. I think a lot of Reddit is fake. A lot of it's honeypot. It's gotta be. It's just, I mean, I understand that people say a lot of stuff online that they won't do in person, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of what's on Reddit is fake. If it is real, I mean, there are a lot of liberals that have some serious mental health problems, and there probably are, honestly. But these people are just, it's like they're consumed. Their entire life has been ruined by individuals that like Elon Musk has like ruined these people's lives. Blaze, what's up, man? It's very appealing to a lot of minorities. Yeah, you know why the dynamic is because they don't get blamed and then they blame it on. You think that's good for that movement? I don't know. I don't know if the optics of that of a meetup like that would be very good for that movement. Do you think tomorrow's Mavs game is going to be lit? What do you mean? Are the Mavs facing the Lakers? No, the Lakers are playing tomorrow with Luca though. That's the thing. If you want to see what people really think, go on Our Politics and click newest. The comments are normally from people before they get deleted. Yeah, but dude, even if you go on Our Politics, most of it is just reposting news headlines. You try to scroll Reddit normally, and politics always comes up. You don't want to see it. Yeah, I mean, I have an algorithm to where politics normally never comes up on mine, but other political things sometimes do. But like anything revolving politics, it's gonna be like a fuck ton of liberals. Just like you can't even do anything. Am I gonna have a Super Bowl party? No. When did you get into crypto? 2017 originally. Tomorrow is the first Mavs game since the Luka trade. Yeah, I mean they should like boycott that. That's gonna be really bad for them. Texas or Florida? What in terms of moving? I mean I think Florida would probably. I'm not a fan of either climate, honestly, but I guess I'd probably say Florida. Do you think Jews will help us get Greenland in favor for Gaza? No. No, we're gonna have to get Greenland ourselves. And I think we're gonna do it. I mean, I've laid out the dynamics of that. Do you recognize some of your subscribers? Yeah, I mean, I recognize a decent amount of people in the chat. Normally, most of the same people. Favorite NFL team? Browns. Do you drink at all? No, I don't drink. Have you ever heard of that group? Maybe a few times. Yeah. Do you smoke pot? Uh, I'm not anymore. No. No, I don't smoke. I don't do any of that stuff, guys. What's up, James? Thoughts on? Have you thought of moving to the Northwest? No. What do you mean, like Washington? Nah. I can't live in a Pacific time zone. The only time zones I could live in is Eastern and Central, but I could be on the Western side of Central, I guess. What do you think about the Ryan Day 7-year extension? I mean, that's just what happens. I mean, those extensions are so phony, anyways. It's just done to keep you win a championship, you get an extension, but Ryan Day could just leave at any point, or that. So it's like, I mean, it kind of sets up a weird thing. I wonder what the buyout is. I mean, I think Ryan Day did a really good job winning the title, but he is still 1-4 against Michigan. So it's like, imagine he goes to 1-5 against Michigan. They have a bad year next year. I mean, you're really tethering yourself to someone. It's just a weird dynamic. But I guess it really doesn't matter nowadays because you can lose multiple games. USA destroys Switzerland. Well, we can't invade Switzerland. Nobody can invade Switzerland. They're the neutral. They got great geography for being neutral. You get early games with Pacific time. Yeah, I feel like you're behind everything. I don't know. I would have problems with Pacific time because I feel like you're behind everything. Like right now, it's 6 o'clock at night Pacific. You should move to Tennessee or North Carolina. Good climate, Central Eastern time zone. Yeah, I've heard some decent things about North Carolina. Tennessee, it's like I guess it depends where you move, but Tennessee, Nashville is, I'm sure, pretty expensive now, and you've got a lot of Republican people moving. Like Tennessee, to me, is it's I know it's like the trend, I guess. What do you think about Josh Allen winning the MVP? I guess I wasn't totally surprised. It's because Lamar already has two. I mean, I'm fine with Josh Allen winning it. I mean, I like Josh Allen. Why don't you read? I mean, I read your message. You're Iranian. That's fine, man. Did you see the guy who got jumped by anti-ICE protesters? Bro was unarmed. Poor guy. Even Musk commented on it. No, I didn't see that. I'll have to take a look at Musk's timeline. My God, Musk has his people tweeting out so much shit. Yeah, they're swarming him. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Look at the Mexican flags too. Look at the Mexicans swarming him. Fight BitBoy, dude. I don't think BitBoy can fight anymore, man. You see BitBoy in the last one of the last box? He had like a freaking oxygen tank in between rounds. He shouldn't be fighting anymore. Can't be racist to someone's face, then cry victim. Really, you're gonna endorse ganging up on them with like 50 illegal immigrants? This is what's wrong with people. You got 50 illegal immigrants ganging up on one American dude, and then people are like defending it. Come on, stop. If Trump died, would Bitcoin dump to 30K? I think it would be very bad for everything. In the stock market, crypto would get annihilated. The stock market would get crushed. Thank you. I appreciate it. $50, a $50 donation. This is what's wrong with people. But Trump pardoned the January 6th rioters. Well, yeah, that's because it was a campaign promise. I mean, I agree. He should pardon most of them because they got unfair sentences. A $50 donation. Have you heard about Donald Trump investigating Gavin Newsom? Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, it's a lot of government waste from California. Well, California's economy is huge in and of itself, so I'm sure there's a bunch. Andu, I never heard of that coin, brother. Let's see how legit it is. Oh, it looks like it has utility, actually. Yeah, this is a good chart, man. I don't know what's its vesting schedule though. It's about 33% circulated. I mean, it's a good chart, but it's only 33% circulated. It's already at $4 billion. I'd probably avoid it, honestly, man. You think it could? Well, it's already huge. It's already a $4 billion market cap. So it's a very big. I mean, it's 33rd in terms of market cap. Can you give the Pats a shout out for firing DEI? Mayo. Yeah, yeah. They fired Mayo after one season, and people were not happy about that. The DEI people were not happy about that. Did you see that? And then Vrabel, yeah, Vrabel's a good coach. When will the altcoins rip? You're gonna have to give them a few weeks to recover from this. I mean, they still haven't even started to recover yet. Honestly, I thought they would be start recovering by now, but it's gonna be a few weeks before they start going back up. I think, you know, hopefully you'll get like an instant recovery within the next few days where everything is green, and then I still think there's a lot of time because if Bitcoin's all time new market high or cycle high is in October, then the alts are going to be after that. Alts on SUI, yeah, that's a big coin. I know. You got in at 92 cents. This is like a top 10. Oh, this is 18th. You got in at 92 cents. Yeah, I mean that's good, man. I wonder. I would look at its vesting schedule. Hopefully, it's vesting until like 2030, so you don't have to worry about coins being dumped. I mean, the coin's at fucking 9 billion in market cap. But yeah, I mean, you already gotten a decent return, even with it down recently. I mean, that's still a really bullish chart because it hasn't come close to breaking its low. It's although these coins are still cascading down. That's the thing. A lot of these coins are still falling. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you. It's going fine. What's worse, Seattle or Portland? I thought Portland was worse because they had an actual takeover, but Seattle's bad too. Dem standing outside Department of Education, bro guarding the door was absolutely based. Stood his ground. Yeah, dude. He they were like trying to they were trying to I guess intimidate him with a bunch of liberal swarms. They're like, "Are you just gonna stand here all day?" And he's like, "I guess." They're like, "Are you gonna stare?" He's not gonna move. Where's your ID? I already showed it to you. Somebody else ask for his ID. You want me to check Injective? Yeah, Injective should do well this cycle, man. I wonder how down it is though. It's probably like, oh, did it get a new logo? I think that's a worse logo, man. They got a bad logo update. Um, yeah, it's really struggling. No, that's a good buying window. 1.2 billion. Move to Central Ohio, way warmer, less snow. Central Ohio. Yeah, I mean, it depends what city you're talking about. I don't really want to move to like a suburb surrounding Columbus though. When will Tulsi and RFK be voted in? Uh, Soon, tomorrow. No, I don't know. They keep delaying it. The Democrats delay it. They delayed Kash Patel, but they're gonna come in by next week, hopefully. I actually disagree with the pardons. If you damage and steal shit from a federal building and act like a fool, you should be punished. Those in January 6th. Well, listen, I'm just telling you the reason Trump did it. It was a campaign promise, and in a way, Trump put those people in position because of what he said about the election. So I know what you're saying. I understand, and I have my own views on January 6th and stuff. I mean, but they did admit they handed out those sentences as to make an example out of those people, which is basically code for they're going to be unfair sentences. But no, I know what you're saying, but you have to understand the dynamic of it. Trump said it was a campaign promise. He was going to pardon all of them, and if he didn't, there would be some problems within the movement. I gotta let my. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta let my dog out. Hold on. My dog just lost me all my viewers. My dog just lost me all my viewers. What dog do you have? A border collie? Man, what kind of questions are you asking, man? You originally found me during the election and love my videos. Didn't know you were also into crypto. Do you ever talk about XRP, Stellar, H bar? Yeah, I'm more into meme coins, honestly, man. I'm into meme coins and low market cap coins right now. But I used to be into those type of higher caps like H bar and stuff. I understand why people like them. What do you think the end result will be with all of this Doge stuff? Well, I think they need to. What Musk needs to do is he needs to bring out a document detailing all of the government waste, and it's a massive list, just like a massive list or a book, and all it is just government expenditures that's wasteful. After he audits every organization, I think that's what should happen. You have an Irish wolfhound, huh? Live stream during the big game? Probably not during the Super Bowl now. Do you think David Packman deliberately lies or is genuinely arrogant? Well, when you get into a position like that, it is a grift. It is what it is. But I mean, the guy seems like a liberal. But at a certain point, you do have to say certain things just to keep your audience happy, and so that's what it is, man. I mean, he is a liberal though, So if you could move to any state in the U.S., what state would you move to? I grew up in Georgia and was born in Florida. Love both places. Love the vid. Any state. Well, any state for climate. I mean, I don't mind the climate of Ohio. It gets cold. I mean, Southern Ohio probably has one of the better climates because I do like the cold, but not too cold. I think Virginia has a really good climate. Virginia, North Carolina, Mog market cap prediction. Yeah, man, Mog actually kind of looks bearish, but no, I think Mog will go back up. Dude, I remember looking at Mog when it was at 5 million market cap. I should have told you guys, but well, I bought it and then I sold it. But yeah, I remember back here. Wait, that doesn't even show its market cap. Um, God, these coins just keep falling, man. They still haven't found a bottom. Maybe this was the bottom. Um, yeah, 300 million. I mean, I would say 10 billion, 20 billion. Who thought the idea of naming a new investigation organization Doge? Well, Elon Musk likes Doge. It's the biggest meme coin in cryptocurrency, and it's abbreviation for the Department of Government Efficiency. And someone else told him it, and he thought it was funny, and so he used it. You live in Alberta. That's a conservative province. What state are you from? Ohio. Can you pull up the vid of Dems at Department of? Yeah. Um, I think I commented on it. Oh no, I didn't comment on it. That's the dude. The dude just got harassed.
Hold your face up. Look at him.
But dude,
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let them see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
I showed you the ID. I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it. Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up.
she walks like 1 mile per
Let them
hour.
see you.
She's like, oh, she's coming up. She's gonna look at your ID. Bring her up. Bring her up on the grand stage. Oh man, that poor man. Trump's pastor meme coin. Yeah, I remember that. That was a rug. There's just guys. The problem is there's just too many celebrities doing this, and it's just destroying the crypto market, and it is sad. I mean, there's just celebrities blatantly just ripping their fans up, and people will still buy these coins. They'll just still buy them. She's 90. Well, these are fossils. These are fossils going through the withering stage. Dude, I don't know if I should tell you that's not my last name or just keep allowing you to believe it because it's good for me. He needs to make a meme coin. Him? There probably already is one. There's probably already one. Resting male face. Bitch, please. They're like, bro, I already showed you my ID. Someone else come up here and demand he shows you his ID. Will Pepe do well? Yeah, I think Pepe eventually, but I don't know, man. I'm having doubts Pepe will get to 100 billion. I thought it was gonna, but I don't know. I think it'll at least get to 50 billion. What kind of tariffs and where do you think Trump will do? Well, he's already announced the tariffs. I mean, we're waiting a month for Canada and Mexico to see what they do. But, I mean, he's obviously targeting possibly Taiwan, China, Canada, Mexico, possibly Denmark. Can Fartcoin reach 10 billion? Of course. It already hit 2.5 billion. I mean, that's only a 4x from its all-time high. And it's a local high too. Do you think China will invade Taiwan? I mean, China's going for a soft takeover of Taiwan, and yeah, it's inevitable. But the question is, when is it going to happen? South Africa, I saw that, man. Sanctioned. Biden gets his clearance revoked. What a day. Biden. Well, Biden already gave everyone a pardon. Any early March Madness content planned for the next couple of weeks? Probably, probably just the bracketology updates for the foreseeable. I mean, because it's only February, man, and you know, doing those videos isn't really great in terms of views at this point. But the March it'll probably pick up. I'll probably do some different videos talking about some sleepers, things like that. Maybe some other content if I think of it, like past tournaments, things like that. DG Coin Strategic Reserve. Dude, these it's the death of you launch these celebrity coins and it's like let's see what's on the docket. Yeah, I mean there's fake Kanye coins. Yep, here's the coin that Dave Portnoy told. Yep, there it is right there. Dude, this is such crap. Imagine if you were randomly in this coin though, and then Portnoy shouts it out. What was it even at? Like the coin was at like nothing. This is the problem. Does Hawk Tua coins? Yeah, it still exists. I think it's just called Hawk. I think it's at 6 million. You know, it would be kind of funny to like it would be kind of funny if people revived this, but I don't even think there's a way to revive it. I mean, it's just so the tokenomics are just so destroyed. Look at that. No dark mode. I mean, I use dark mode some of the time, depending on what site it is. Biden in the kid's desk just pardoning everyone on the last day, just as one big fuck you to Trump. Yeah, I know. He didn't do the pardons. There was definitely those definitely came down from the Democratic establishment, and they just like they probably held his hand while he signed. There's like, old man, you signed this, you old piece of shit. You ruined it for all of us. You. But this is pretty typical. Netflix show recommendations. I have not watched much. You know, I saw they put Interstellar on Netflix. That's pretty cool. But I haven't watched Netflix in forever. I mean, Ozark was a good show. The show You was it had a good first few seasons, and then he went to he went to Europe, and it just ruined it. But You season 1 is a good show. They bought Dump It. Yeah, that's basically what happens. These in this type of stuff. And then there's these Kanye coins. These are not even the real Kanye. This is not a real Kanye coin. This is the same thing that happened with Barron Trump. People think this is like the real coin. Wow, what the hell? Oh, it's only at 2 million. Never mind. It was just at absolutely nothing. And it was at 500K. It didn't even do that much. Oh, I think I remember this coin. I feel like it was relatively high all the way back when. The kid's desk was peak humiliation, though, back in September when he was signing. Yeah, well, remember they would have those sets. They would bring sets. They weren't. It wasn't even at the White House. They'd have to bring sets for the background because they didn't want him going to the White House. George Droid. I wonder how that coin is doing. I don't think that's it. What's the ticker? Is this one it? Floyd AI. It's having a tough one. Oh, it's fully diluted, 12 million, not terrible. Yeah, that's pretty healthy price action, honestly. Did you get in down here, bro? Man, you got in at like 400K. That's nice, bro. You remember election night? It was hard to read messages because there was like 50K. Yeah, it was basically impossible. I couldn't even read the donations, dude. I couldn't read the donations. Do you ever get demonetized for right-wing talk? Right-wing talk I've never gotten demonetized for now. I think they're a little bit, they're not going to demonetize. As long as you stay within a certain... I mean, there are people... On YouTube, you just have to stay within a certain... I mean, obviously, I think it's very good that I wasn't around during the COVID stuff. Because they were banning everyone during that. For just saying pretty much nothing, but for now, it's pretty easy to not... I mean, I don't say anything anyways. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to ruin, my income source. I need my own US aid slush. Yeah, US aid is, they're actually paying me $23 million. I have to go survey some land in Zimbabwe. We're planning a new fitness center in Zimbabwe, and I got to go look. And you know what I'm going to say? The land is not safe. I'll just take the $23 million, and it'll be fine. How many hours was that live stream? That was like 8.5 hours, maybe 8 hours. I mean, that I had nothing left after that stream. It was just too much talking. Hawk Tua dumped on you. They didn't dump on me. I'm not buying that fucking coin. Anytime a celebrity releases a coin, do not buy it. There's a word of advice. It's not worth it. Unless you somehow are an insider into the coin, or you got word that it was launching. But when the public knows about it, it's fucked. US aid is probably funding our politics. Yeah, they're funding the bots, the botted likes. There's so many botted likes from these liberals, dude, on X. It's so bad. Some of these accounts. Elon and his team will need Secret Service with the leftists around. Yeah, well, they're already gonna. Elon already gets significant protection even before being involved with the White House. But you're right. I mean, Those people are just crazy. They're deranged. Thoughts on Charlie Kirk? I assume Charlie Kirk was a lot older than 29, or how old is he? I was like, wow, I thought he would be I thought he was like 39 years old, honestly. Just from the look. I thought he was around 40 or 39. And I mean, he, obviously he certainly knows a lot. But yeah, he said he was running in Arizona for something. I don't know. Guys, what is Charlie Kirk running for? Someone told me he was running for something in Arizona. What happened to Avalanche? I think Avalanche is fine. Thoughts on the sex robots? Yeah, I'm not big into that type of stuff, honestly, brother. That seems like it's I don't really know who would be enthused about that. Man, what kind of hypothetical questions are these, brother? Would you rather be friend of an immigrant or the kid of an immigrant but not having friends? What? What are you talking about, bro? Do you like Ben Shapiro or Candace Owens? I like Owens more because she has not been an APAC at. Well, obviously Shapiro is gonna love APAC because he's Jewish, but yeah, Owens. I guess. I mean, Owens is kind of just obsessed with this French Macron's wife being a transgender, I guess. But I don't know, man. That entire thing is like become a weird grift in and of itself. like going against APAC and that type of stuff. Listening to you while I cook myself a steak. Well, congratulations. Oh, Charlie Kirk is running for governor. That makes sense. Thoughts on JD and Tulsi next round? You're talking about Tulsi as a VP. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how she does. She hasn't even gotten in yet, so let's see how she does in her role. You know, but she's obviously a candidate. Rubio's gotten a lot of attention from people like early on, but I think that's kind of because Tulsi and RFK really haven't gotten into their roles yet. So it's like we have to just wait. Who is the big balls guy that works for Doge? He's apparently a very elite individual. He's the best and brightest. He's a very impressive person. What about the one kid that they try and cancel a kid? He's like racist or something. They're like trying to cancel him, and then Musk is like, "You're fired." Oh wait, you're rehired. You're fired. Wait, this is what happened. Some kid within Doge, they're like they found all these dumb liberals like go back. They take like hours. They go back in the Wayback Machine. They find this kid who said some racist stuff, and then Elon Musk said, "Oh, thanks for finding that. We just gave him a pay raise." No, I don't know what happened. Apparently they fired him, but now they're gonna bring him back. It's just some kid said some stuff when he was like 10 years old. It's like, really? These liberals, they go back and they look for everything. You think Pump Fun is stalling Ethereum? I mean, I guess to a slight degree, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say. But I'd be fine if Pump Fun went away, just because there's so many coins diluting everything. But a lot of the coins don't go anywhere. But you don't want to you can't be taken away from the Ethereum run, man. You can't be doing that. Yeah, hockey. I don't even know who that. What are they cosplaying? The Third Reich. I mean, obviously, it's not going to work out well for them. Ben Shapiro was trying to spin the United Health CEO killing as a party issue when it was really not. Yeah, I mean, that issue is a no-win situation, honestly. I understand why people went against Shapiro and stuff, but it's like we're really gonna sit here and applaud this bullshit, demonic, communist behavior where we gotta have a revolution and kill everyone. It's like, yeah, we don't like that. But I understand the healthcare is a mess in this country. Will Trump get rid of U.S. aid after the investigation is done? He's already fired like 97% of the people. So I mean, it's pretty much done already. You should play college football 25 again. I probably wait for 26. I mean, dude, if they don't, they need to improve it significantly. I'll say that much. They got to improve it. Trump 28 would have been great if he was a bit younger. Yeah, I was talking about that today. If he was younger, I guess it's possible. I don't think it's possible though. Thoughts on free healthcare? In theory, it sounds great. You know, like the United States is rich enough to do it, but there's so many problems with it. But the United States, they would have to tear down their entire healthcare system and then rebuild it in kind of a mixture of you know, public and private. I think. But right now, with how the insurance companies have it, from my understanding, it's so messed up. I'm not sure there's anything you can really do. But the problem with public is it just bloats the entire, or with free healthcare, it bloats the entire system. Look at what happened to Canada. Canada does not have good healthcare, even though they have free healthcare. It doesn't mean they have good healthcare. I mean, dude, healthcare. If the thing is, if you have a decent job, you should get good insurance to get decent healthcare. I would say in this country, if you get like, I think you have to make like 40 or 50K, which is not much. For people like me, it's a little bit tougher, but I'll just pay. I really don't care. I need it. I'm fine with paying it. It doesn't matter. I'll pay $1,000 a month for it. Canadian healthcare success. Yeah, I know. It's just they don't have enough doctors. Do you think Trump will help Bolsonaro get elected again? The deep state made him ineligible in Brazil. You know, I've seen that happen. Didn't that happen somewhere also in Europe? Maybe it was Brazil. Are you talking about? No, I think it was Europe. They made someone ineligible. It's like a right wing person, a pretty far right wing. They said, I think that might be they said that they were using TikTok with like botted views and stuff or botted likes, and they manipulated social media so he wasn't eligible. Is that who you're talking about? Because that's crazy, man. Thoughts on South Africa? It's a bad situation for white people in South Africa. We know this. Trump is trying to expose it, and I give Trump credit for it because this would not be talked about with the Democrats. Thoughts on hockey kids? Insanely entitled fucks who talk big about how they're rich, making 130K a year, who always shit on poor kids at school. I don't know. You're from Canada, so I don't know. We might have different verbiage. I don't know what do you mean, like kids that play hockey? Are you talking about? Yay 2028. I think that boat is kind of past, man. Here comes Ye's meme coin. Get ready. Oh no. Not like this, dude. Dude, I don't think it's going to affect my coins. If it does, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. My coins have already gotten crushed. They're holding a floors. They've got to be holding floors at this point. They can't get destroyed by Kanye's coin. Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. Both of them are crazy good. I kind of like Chase more, honestly. I like Chase more. If Greenland became a U.S. state, then how could U.S. citizens get to Greenland without going on a plane? Well, they would go on a boat. U.S. aid coin? Yeah, I saw that. and the government bought it. Imagine the government. Oh no. Oh, not U.S. aid. Oh, it's down 77%. This is what happens with these pump fund coins or whatever. No, this is not even a pump fund coin. Man, this thing hit 4 million. Yeah, this is a pretty typical. This is actually more of an organic fall rather than like an influencer type rug. You'll normally see coins do this though. There's just not enough backing. What do you think of Chiefs fans who are never Swifties? I mean, I can understand it. They like Chiefs, but the whole Taylor Swift thing is annoying to them. Please do the Musk salute. Yeah, not on YouTube, but that'll get clipped maybe. It's actually the Roman salute. Did you buy baby oil coin? I didn't buy that, no. What if Denmark gifts Greenland to the US in turn for the Israelis moving to Green? Dude, what are you talking about, bro? Do you think the Israelis are going to move to Greenland, brother? Just followed me on X. Thank you. I appreciate it. You want Gazans to Greenland? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. They need to go to the Middle Eastern countries. You hate Solana? Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Solana myself. You know, I have some coins on Solana, but it really has hurt Ethereum, so it's like, Thoughts on the JFK files coming out? Hopefully the 9/11 files come out. We need the 9/11 stuff released is what we really need. Trump will buy Antarctica. You know, I was looking at the weather. The weather is not horrible if you look at the coastline on Antarctica. It's livable. Yeah, I mean, people are going to claim Antarctica. Technically, you can't buy it because of a treaty, but that could just be bypassed. Depends if it's worth it. Why can't Gazans just go to the West Bank? I know, but apparently they want to annex that as well. They want to annex the West Bank for Israel. Did you hear about that? Well, I mean, I don't know if Trump said it, but Trump said it like 3 days ago. During Trump's meeting with Netanyahu, he didn't say it, but he said it before. He said they might annex it, and they might just fully relocate them. Because you know what Israel is saying? They're saying they can't be around us. It's going to be another war. Antarctica is already claimed by multiple countries, but that's irrelevant because there's a treaty. Really, no one can claim it. It's a research place. Maxine Waters sounded drunk in that video. She sounded like she couldn't even hear the dude. Oh, that is a pump fun coin. Did you ever hear about Larry Silverstein? Yeah, I did a video on that, man. It's pretty. It is interesting because when you have a routine, man. Listen, when you have a routine, and I mean, if anything, it's a crazy coincidence, and you're always at the Windows on the World restaurant, which is a death sentence if you're up there during September 11th, and then the one day you're not there. I mean, and then his kids weren't there either. It is interesting. North Sentinel Island. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, guys, if my mic is cutting out, you need to exit out and re-enter it. Please just exit out of the video and then go back into it. This happens, unfortunately. You got to reload the stream. This always happens. Trump's a savage. He rugged his supporters. Yeah, how much money has Trump already made off of that coin? Millions. Many millions. What if we exchange Panama and Greenland for Israelis to move to Texas, and in turn Canada can get Israel? Yeah, that seems like a good trade. Actually, I like that. That's a good plan. That's a thoughtful plan. Let's execute it. Who you got for the Super Bowl? Eagles. Thoughts on affirmative action? I believe it's dead. Remember, even during the Biden administration, it got ruled. Affirmative action is basically dead at this point. When you let people in with worse grades just for diversity's sake, you're disenfranchising poor kids. It's not good. You think buying Trump after the unlock is worth it? Well, that's not how the unlock is going to keep happening. It's every 3 months the unlocks happen. So it's not like there's just one unlock and then Trump dumps all of his coins and then you can buy it. It's just the unlocks are every 3 months. Why do people always glaze Texas? Yeah, people do love Texas. I will say that. They want, yeah. Listen, this will be like the last. If they force people out of Gaza and they're forced to go to Europe, I mean, dude, that's I don't even know what to say about that. Is Greenland conservative or liberal? It's liberal, but it doesn't matter. There's 57,000 people. They're not going to be voting. Let's just say that it's territory. Thoughts on Laura Loomer? I don't know, man. She said a bunch of shit that wasn't true during the election season, if we're being honest. Unlock in 3 years. No, it's not unlock in 3 years. It's every 3 months. Every 3 months there's an unlock, and then it finally unlocks in 3 years fully. But I mean, the coin's gonna be fucking destroyed during the crypto winter. That coin is gonna get annihilated. Did you see that Reform Party in UK was leading in the polls? Well, that's good news if that's true. I know they've got a lot of different parties there, so maybe they're all eating each other, and the liberal vote is going to different parties, and so Reform could maybe have the majority. Joe Burrow needs a ring. Joe Burrow was very close to getting a ring randomly. He had a random almost Super Bowl run. 3 years, he won't be president. He knows exactly what he's doing, Savage. Yeah, he knows he's not going to be as relevant, so that's why. But I mean, he probably owned a bunch of it. That's why it dumped so much, anyways. Even with 80% of the supply locked, he probably owned a lot of it. Joe Burrow or Josh Allen MVP? Allen, bro. You got to win games. You want to be MVP. Nah, Lamar already got two, man. When is crypto winter? 2026. I would say 2026 will be crypto winter. Hopefully it's not. It can't be starting now. We still have to have the run, man. Yeah, I think that coin is dead. Dog with hat. It's a shit coin, anyways. No, I don't know, man. Is it still going? Dude, this coin. I don't think I've seen it. This coin just will not stop going down. I mean, what is this? $4 billion to 700 million. Yeah, it's a good buying window. I mean, I don't know, man. I never liked this. It's not even that good of a meme. Thoughts on Taiwan? I've got nothing against Taiwan. We rely on them pretty heavily for important chips. So it's going to be a problem if China takes them over. Comeback player of the year. How do you win 2 comeback players of the year? Come on. You're not winning. Joe Burrow wins another comeback player of the year. Bills Eagles Super Bowl would have been better. Yeah, no, I wanted the Bills to make it, honestly. Like I'm not actually a Bills fan, but I wanted them to make it. The buying window is when it starts, or I mean, it's basically the buying window right now. You would take Burrow over anyone. Dude, Burrow got a bunch of garbage time stats because his defense sucked, though, this year. I mean, Burrow's good, but you have to understand his defense was fucking trash. So he was throwing the ball a ton, which juice up your passing yards and touchdowns. Ever heard of Jackson? I've heard of some people. There's several people that are I think you're talking about Hinkle or whatever. Yeah, I think that dude's a communist, honestly. Like, he has a communist party. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Well, he's a communist. But the thing is China's not even fully communist. They can't be, otherwise their economy would fucking turn to shit under communism. Why China has a bunch of billionaires. Lamar's receivers are no better than Allen's. Jackson's are probably worse. No, they're not. Zay Flowers, Zay Flowers is better than anyone on the Bills. Come on, bro. Thoughts on Billings Airport? It's a shitty. It's not a good airport. What's up, DPG? That's a good abbreviation for me, DPG. Cut coins. What coins are you talking about? Celebrity coins are terrible, man. You were getting a stipend since 2022, entry level service job. Just lost that this year, amounts to $1.25 hour decrease in pay. What's your yearly revenue? When is Elon getting a human to Mars? It's 2033. Go study astronomy, son. Go read a book on the orbits and how they align, and you'll understand. Now, I mean, Elon said he wants to do it soon, but I don't know. Go buy a Mars meme coin. Go buy yourself a Mars meme coin. Go buy the future. Is Trump coin a dead coin? Well, I mean, it's not dead. It'll probably revive just because Trump's relevant, but it's nothing I would recommend buying. Every time Ye goes crazy, people make memes reminiscing about his good music. Yeah, he always goes crazy like once a year or so. Sorry, I'm late. Thoughts on the Portnoy situation? I think it's terrible. I think it's hard. Dude, honestly, there's got to be some type of thing that's done. Like, seriously. And the only way you can really do anything is, like, if Musk tells them you can't be doing that. You can't be using your account to basically just scam your fans. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing else. Because these people are just going to buy the coins. If a celebrity launches a coin, no matter how... There's just too many dumb people. There's just too many stupid people. They're gonna buy it. But I think Musk has to like tell that you can't do that, man. That's like that's against the terms. You can't manipulate. It's like market manipulation. I mean, it's blatant. Just you'd think he'd be smart enough to understand. Yeah, people are getting destroyed that are a lot less wealthy than you off of these coins that you're making money off of. Like that's the way it works. Do you think money just randomly appears? I just got $70,000. Well, yeah, it also came out of traders, although they are very stupid. Bought some mug pumps soon, or what? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have it'll recover. It'll recover for sure. I mean, I think you got a good entry point if you just bought it. You got a good entry point. Anything with Mog under like 400 million, I'd say is a good entry. Lost a wallet with 500K in Bitcoin bought in 2012. Yeah, there's a lot of stories like that. Buy Jewcoin is, do they even have that? You think Trump is scaring people and is the reason why there isn't a bull run? Um, I mean, there's definitely a scare with the fucking tariffs, man. There was a big scare with the tariffs in crypto. Yeah, I can understand. I think it's just a combination of things right now. It's the celebrity launches, Trump's launch, his wife, um, the situation with China's AI. All of that plays into it. Interview exposed Democratic Party and Harris campaign. In what way? Yeah, a lot of people don't like Vivek. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this stream. I will probably stream maybe on Sunday, or actually, no, not on Sunday. Maybe tomorrow, and then it just depends, I guess. No election will be as satisfying as 2016. Yeah, because it was just so shocking. I mean, 2016 was way more shocking than 24. There's no doubt about it. Even though 24 Trump won the popular vote. All right, guys.